Brilliance Audio presents The Sometimes Sisters by Carolyn Brown, performed by Brittany Presley.
"Promise me," Annie whispered.
"I promise."
Zedekiah nodded with tears in his eyes. "You'll bring them all home where they belong." She reached up and touched his cheek. "They need to heal."
"I'll get them here. You rest now."
Zed cradled her frail body in his arms. She'd been in and out of consciousness for 2 days, and each time she awoke, she made him promise all over again that he'd bring her granddaughters home to the lake resort. Suddenly, her eyes opened wide, and she cupped his cheeks in her hands. "You!" Tears flowed down her face.
"I know, Annie."
His salty tears mingled with hers when their cheeks touched. "I've loved you since we were kids." She inhaled deeply and let it out slowly.
"Oh, Annie,"
he started to say, but then he realized that she'd taken her last breath. Time stopped as he hugged her closer to his chest. One heart beat steadily as it silently shattered. The other heart that had kept perfect time with his for decades had entered into eternity without him.
"Why, God,"
he moaned.
"I was supposed to go before her."
"Stop it." Annie's voice was so real in his head that he watched her lips to see if she might start breathing again. "I told you that there would be no mourning. We'll be together again before long. Remember when we were separated while you were in the military? You've got work to do now. So suck it up, Zedekiah, and call the girls." They'd talked about this moment for 3 months and gotten all the pieces in order. Even though they'd argue about things sometimes, the plan was in place for the next step, as she called it. And now it was up to him to make sure that her wishes were carried out. But dear sweet Jesus, he'd never thought about the pain when he'd have to let her go for good. He laid her gently on the pillow, laced his darker fingers with her paler ones, and bent to kiss each knuckle.
"Oh, Annie, life without you isn't life at all."
"The girls will help," the voice in his head said sweetly. "Now let me go, Zed. You've got things to do."
"I can't,"
he groaned. He sat with her for half an hour before he made the call to the doctor, who was also the coroner for the county. When they came to get her, he accompanied the gurney to the van with his hand on hers.
"I understand that she made arrangements beforehand. Do you want to come to the funeral home and see her once more before?"
The doctor hesitated. Zed shook his head slowly.
"She said that I wasn't to do that, and I'll abide by her wishes. I can't say goodbye. Never could say that word to her and still can't. But we've come to terms while I waited on you to get here. Call me when her ashes are ready."
He choked on the last words. The doctor patted him on the shoulder.
"I'm so sorry. She was a great lady and a good friend to you, Zed. My best friend."
He wiped his eyes.
"We made a lot of memories. If you need anything, call me. Thank you. Right now I have to go call the girls, and I'm sure not looking forward to that job."